So I've got the butter, and I'm going to take 6 tablespoons of softened butter. I'm going to beat it at medium speed until it's creamy and fluffy. This is a great recipe. It turned out so delicious. It's chocolate covered cherries, and everybody loves chocolate covered cherries. So I'm just going to melt it a little bit in the microwave, and then I'm going to soften it and beat it at medium speed until it's really creamy and fluffy. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon. You can do, say, 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of milk. Of course, I'm using a really tiny spoon. And then I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Make sure you use the real vanilla extract, not an imitation. Then I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of the cherry juice, and I'm going to beat it at medium speed. Next, I'm going to incorporate 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I'm going to put them in at 1/2 cup intervals. I'll put in 1/2 cup, mix a little bit, another 1/2 cup, mix a little bit, till I have 2.5 cups of powdered sugar in this bowl. I know it seems like a lot of powdered sugar, but this made a lot of cherries. And you can keep these in your refrigerator or freezer for a very long time. You can make these for parties, you can make these for Valentine's Day, you can make them for Christmas. Right now, I'm just taking a little bit of the dough. And if it seems like the dough is a little dry, just add a little bit of the cherry juice. Just a tiny bit. Because you don't want the dough to be too dry. You want to get the dough into a ball, so you're going to make sure you just keep adding the dough with your hands. And like I said, you might need to add cherry juice just so it doesn't become too dry and crumbly. And you're just going to keep on rolling it till you get all of the dough out of the bowl. So you want it to be in a really big ball. Once you get it in a really big bowl, you're going to put saran wrap over the bowl, and you're going to put it in your refrigerator for 30 minutes. You can do any kind of wrap. If you have saran wrap, parchment paper, you just want to cover it and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Okay, now in the meantime, you've had your cherries sitting out and you wanted to dry them off, so you put them on paper towels and you try to get as much juice out of them as possible. You want them to be as dry as possible. So you'll have them sitting on paper towels while all this is going on. You're just going to blot them to get all the juice out of them. When the dough is done chilling, you're going to take it out of the fridge. Then you're going to take half a teaspoon of dough and you're going to roll it into a ball. You're going to flatten it out. Then you're going to take a cherry and you're going to wrap the dough around the cherry with the stem side up. Again, you'll take a half a teaspoon of dough, roll it into a ball, flatten it out, take a cherry, and wrap the dough around the cherry, stem side up. It's kind of therapeutic. You're just going through all these cherries, making sure they're perfect. Because these make wonderful gifts. They do. You can get a little box, put about 12 cherries in there, wrap it up real pretty, put a bow on it, and hand it to your bestie, to your mom, to your dad, to your siblings, to your friends. Yum. They are so good. Okay, once you get the dough wrapped around the cherry, then you're going to chill it for 20 minutes in the refrigerator. And you do this to each of the cherries until you're out of cherries or out of dough, either one. Okay, then you can see I got some dark chocolate. You can use any kind of dark chocolate. You could use chocolate chips. You can use the ones that Wilton's make some. And all we're going to do is we're going to melt it in the microwave, or you can even put it in the double broiler. Either way, you're going to melt it. Now, when you do it in the microwave, you only want to do it for maybe 20 seconds, stir it, take it out, 20 seconds, stir it, because you can burn it in the microwave. I actually prefer doing it in a double broiler because you can watch it as you are cooking it. But just for a quick fix, you can just stick it in the microwave. And you can use any chocolate. You can use a Hershey's chocolate. You can use dark chocolate. You can use milk chocolate. You can use white chocolate. So it's just your preference of chocolate. You're going to keep stirring it till it gets really smooth. Right, then you're going to take your dough-covered cherry, and you're going to dip it in the chocolate. Make sure that it is totally covered. You can use your spoon to spoon it over to make sure you get all the chocolate covered on the cherry. You're going to put it on some parchment paper. If there were some cherries that didn't have a stem, you could stick a toothpick in them. But you want to make sure you get it really covered and just put it on parchment paper. You can put, I think you can put them in the refrigerator if you wanted them to chill and get really hard quick. You can keep them overnight and they'll also harden, but we put them in the refrigerator just to get them nice and solid and hard. And let me tell you, they were so delicious. Oh my goodness, so delicious. I think the kids wanted to eat them all at once, but I would only let them have one a day because they are very, very sweet. This makes a great gift for somebody. You can get a pretty little box from Dollar Tree, a little candy box. Put a dozen of them in there. Put a bow on it. And let them enjoy your homemade chocolate-covered cherries. Oh my goodness. This is definitely going to be a tradition in our family. So good. If you get a chance, please subscribe and hit the like button and the notification bell so that you know when the next video is coming out. We really appreciate all of your time that you watch with us. We want you to share it with your family and friends because we love doing things like this for you. This was a fun little cooking project. My daughter did a great job. It was wonderful. And we still have some in the refrigerator. There are still plenty that we will eat. And they claim if you keep them for a very long time, which you can if they're in the refrigerator, or if you have them at temperature control, they will turn liquid. Because sometimes you can get chocolate-covered cherries that are liquid, and some of them have got the dough filling in them. So We're going to test it out to see, because we have some in our refrigerator, to see after about a month, does it liquefy. If you've done this, please comment below. We'd love to hear your little method of doing it. If you have a different recipe, please share it with us. That would be great, because maybe other people that are watching this video, they might want to see a different way of doing it. But look how beautiful these are. These are gorgeous, seriously. Gorgeous chocolate covered cherries. Oh my goodness, look at them. Don't you want to eat them all right now? Yum.